Hey everyone, welcome back. This is John. We are going to replace the coil pack and the spark plug on my 2006 Chevy Impala. And it has a 5.3 liter V8 stuffed conveniently sideways in here. And they made it front wheel drive. Don't ever buy this car. Trust me, don't ever buy it. You'll want it, but it is a pain to work on. The complete engine wiring harness had to be replaced in this vehicle. The dealer wanted $3,000, and you know, I'm a working stiff, and I was then working at GE. You know, my wife works full-time. We're raising grandkids, and there's one of them, and couldn't afford it, so I got another one out of a salvage yard and put it all together, put it in here. It was a bear to get in here. Then the transmission went out, $3 grand, because they're built like glass. And what I'm going to do is the number 7 cylinder, which is right here. You got 1, 3, 5, and 7. It's just two 10mm bolts, and you take the wiring off the top here. You first want to disconnect the positive or negative on the battery. Either one would be fine, but I'll probably take the positive off. And then you take your wiring apart, and the two 10mm bolts, plug wire right here just pops off of it, and it will come out off the little holder here, bracket here. And then I'm going to replace this spark plug down inside. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right down in there. It's got a heat shield in the plug wire. So we'll take all that off and get that plug out of there, hopefully. I'll check back with you in just a minute when I make some progress. Alright guys, I've disconnected the positive battery cable and set it aside so it can't have any contact. I have removed the top of the spark plug wire here from the bottom of the coil pack. I've taken out the two 10mm bolts and set those aside. Now I'm going to remove this wire here. Just pull up on the clip, it should separate. And then we're going to go down in, pull the spark plug wire off down there, and get a spark plug socket on that plug and take it out. Now this is the spark plug for my particular application. OEM is Iridium spark plugs, AC Delco. Now in the past you always gapped your plugs. Now they all come pre-gapped, and the Iridium is very fine, and they said do not put a spark plug gap device of any kind in the Iridium plugs. So you simply take it out of the box and put it in. Do not gap an Iridium plug. And then I've got the new coil pack here. It's a T-Series by Standard Products, and that's what I chose to get here for the Impala. And there's the number for it if you need that under Standard Products. That is a new coil pack, and it's made in Poland. Alright guys, we'll see if she runs a little better. She kept throwing codes for the coil pack. I probably should have misted the plug wire at night. You just take a spray bottle of water while the vehicle's running and mist over the plug wire. And if you see any sparking or arcing down the plug wire, the wire itself is bad. So I'm going to go ahead and do the coil pack and the plug and see how it works out here. Hopefully it'll run smooth, because I could tell the idle was not great. And then the check light would come back on. I ran some injector cleaner in it first, excuse me. And I hope you can hear me with all this wind out here. It never stops blowing. But the injector cleaner would shut it off. If I let it set for any time at all and start it back, the code would come right back. So we're going to proceed with this, guys. Here are the old coil pack on the left. You can see from all the dust and usage, and the new one on the right. The 2006 to, I don't know, whenever they stopped making them, I think it was 2013. With the 5.3 V8, you have what they refer to as the square coil packs. The other ones are much more rounded in shape. Compare your parts, make sure they're identical in shape and configuration. And you can look down here in the center, see if I can turn the light on. I got 4 plugs, 4 connections I should say. It goes up in the center. Check this one here, and it is the same. So we're going to mount this back up after we get the spark plug out. That'll be our next adventure. Got some lines and stuff running here in the front of it, so I have to get the wrench down below to get in there to the plug. We'll take that wire off and get busy. Here's the brand new spark plug by AC Delco. Now this is the Iridium version, 41-162. And again, this is pre-gapped at the factory. Do not put a gapping tool on an Iridium plug. Leave it as it's set. It can damage the little electrode inside there, coming up from the center of the plug. So you do not put a gapper in there at all. It's factory preset. So we are going to try to get the other plug out now. And this is the mess I've created. Again, I'm a little handicapped, so I had to take a short break. Just the bending over gets me. Severe diverticulitis in my stomach, or my colon. Sorry guys. I'll be back at it in just a minute. A very important thing is to have the proper size spark plug socket. This is a Husky Pro series I've had for years. It's 5/8. It fits the plug very well. And down inside, I can show here with the light. Where's the light at? There is a rubber grommet down in there. Yeah, where's my light? Here it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's not focusing. But trust me, down inside the hole, there is a rubber grommet that holds your spark plug. You need to have that inside of your socket. Don't just use a regular socket. Because if you're tipping that down, that thing falls out, hits the head, closes that gap up. Might as well throw the plug away just about. Alright guys, well, we're going to go here and get the plug out. I finally got the darn plug wire off. It comes off with a heat shield. It's got a little spring inside of it. Goes right up over it. But those are kind of a bear to get off of there. I had that oil dipstick sitting there right in the way. I was contemplating taking it off, but I just went ahead and got me a big set of water pump pliers, and I was able to get a hold of the back part of it here gently and pull it off. Well, we'll get that plug out and I'll show you the plug in just a second. Guys, here's the plug that come out of that cylinder. The insulation in the center looks to be broken off. It's arced at a circle like that. I don't believe that's supposed to be like that. And the point, it's just got some corrosion and stuff on it. A little bit of oil there at the bottom too, leaking through on the threads. But yeah, that's as soon as I get a little more funds, I'm going to have to do the rest of these plugs. Just trying to get this cylinder to work correctly. But that coil pack misfiring could have caused damage to this plug, excuse me. It wasn't just the mileage. It has probably close to 100,000 on the new set of plugs I put in. Newer set of plugs. Car's a 06 and it's got 198,000 and change. So we're gonna put that new plug in. I got her out of there by miracle. Everything's so tight. Try to be patient, guys. Back with you in a minute. Alright guys, we're ready to put the new one in. I start it with the extension and the socket. Make sure you have a spark plug socket. It's got a rubber midway and it holds your plug in. You turn that puppy upside down, it'll fall out. And then you'll be cussing yourself. You don't want to do that. And there's the old booger that come out. It's all messed up, ain't it, Jacob? Mm-hmm. You happy you were getting one new spark plug on an 8-cylinder?
Yes.
Say, we're poor folks. We got to just do one at a time.
Yeah.
That coil pack wasn't cheap. That was the best value I could find. It was $48, and they gave me the store discount or something, the premier discount on it. Yeah, they wouldn't even give me military because they had lowered it down so much.
Why you got this?
But anyway, I'm going to put the plug in now. I'm going to start it by hand only. Thread it forward, thread it backward. Make sure you're going in and go all the way in by hand. Don't cross thread that. Please don't cross thread that. You'll be in so much pain, trouble, and agony. Take your time, guys. Be patient. This engine is crammed in here. I mean, you have like no room to work. I put a whole new radiator and fan set inside of here. I thought I was going to go bonkers before we got it done. Check back with you in just a minute. Alright, we got the plug started in here by hand with the spark plug socket, a short extension, and then I was able to fit the ratchet down on there, and we are working it in now. It is so tight you can hardly get your hands in there to do the work, but we are going to get that in come hell or high water. Alright, boy, this is killing my back. I was in a car accident too, wiped out our Toyota van, so I bought us a Honda Odyssey. It's all loaded up, seems real nice. We gave $8,500 for it. It's got power everything, DVD player, sunroof, power lift gate. Hopefully the wind ain't taking over the video. I think it is. I'll try to stay behind the hood here. But we're going to get this spark plug in and reattach the plug wire and go from there. After a little bit of finagling, cussing, shoving my hand down in this side of the hole to find it up in there with just the socket on it.
Look at that.
We got the plug screwed in and the plug wire on it at the bottom. And he's showing the new coil pack on the left.
This is the back.
And the original coil pack here. Yeah, they put it in a silicone of some sort. And we're going to put that on next. You want to help me with that?